First of all, let me say Happy MedComs Day to all of you.
Happy
Uh,
MedComs Day.
yeah, so uh, I asked
Neelganga,
for a
hi. I
registration.
can't hear you. Not sure if you are speaking something.
Yeah,
I
Nilganga, we
just said
can't hear you.
thank you. I just
Now we
said
can.
I thank you.
Oh, okay. Now I can hear, yes. But the voice is very feeble, but it's okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So we don't have a fixed agenda for this evening's meeting. It's a rather informal meeting that I planned for MedComs Day. We've had over 108 was the last number that I saw, 108 registrations. So that's a lucky number by our culture, at least.
Yeah.
So let's see how many people join in.
Yeah.
Um, Hopefully, most of them will, but right now we see only 14 participants.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, Soma. Good evening, all of you.
Soma is which Soma? Do I know
Soma
her? I'm not sure.
Bhattacharjee. You must be knowing most of the medical writers.
Uh, maybe if we can see each other, it'll
Yeah,
be
it'll be
much better.
good.
We
Yes.
can, yeah.
Yeah,
I,
sure, sir, sure. Wait.
So, a few rules we need to follow just in case we go overboard and have a lot of people joining in, because I saw 108 registrations, like I mentioned the last.
yeah.
I
So
think
it'll be good to just raise your hands when you want to say something
Good
and
to see you,
I'm not
Soma.
able to say something. Hello, Soma.
hello, ma'am.
Good to see you. Yeah. And also, while somebody else is talking, it'll be good to keep yourself mute so that
Yeah.
there's no disturbance, background noise,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That'll be really helpful.
कौन सी कॉलेज से किया वो कुछ तरह के seats on it?
There is some background noise somewhere. Hi, Hetal, welcome.
Hey, hi, good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Hetal. So, I was just saying that there are 108 registrations so far. And I don't know how many will be joining, but just in case it goes overboard, I was just suggesting that we should, raise hands to speak. Otherwise, it's a more or less an informal meeting, nothing formal, no formal agenda. But it'll be nice to hear from each one of you about how you got into medcoms. I'm Dr. Natasha Das. I am a freelance medical writer. I started way back in the late 90s without a computer, actually. And been there, done a lot of medical varieties, of, especially in the medcoms, medical publication, and enjoying it till now. How about you? Do you want to go next, Hetal?
Sure, thanks, Natasha. First of all, thanks for, coming up with this brilliant idea and having this virtual candid candid conversation over your own coffee kind of thing. I really liked it. So thank
Yeah,
you for
I
putting
have
this.
my mug with me.
Oh, that's interesting. So great to see couple of us joining in here. So everyone, I am Dr. Hetal Shah. I'm a pharmacologist by qualification and in the field of medical writing for past 20 plus years now. I currently run my own business. It's called Merit and I'm based at Ahmedabad. I primarily am involved with first-hand authoring and drafting of clinical trial documents to medical and biomedical publications, as well as a bit of medcoms. But I don't really, in my opinion, see this as different subdomains. It all falls under scientific writing or medical communications or medical writing, whatever you want to call it. So that's where I am. I started off my journey in various roles, right from being a clinical trial coordinator at an investigative site to having a gig in clinical operations as well before I started off in medical writing full fledged. The sole reason that I started off and I'm still continuing with medical writing is I'm very passionate about the field, and I think that's what drives me every day. There is a learning, and there the learning curve is always, ongoing for all of us as writers, and I personally feel it's quite motivating to be in this field. So I'll pause there maybe, and thanks Natasha once again. I'm looking forward to know a lot of new people in the community by this meeting for sure.
Absolutely. Thank
Let's
you,
see.
Dr. Hetal.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
I
Next, you
must
go,
thank,
Manoj, because
yes,
I'm sure
yes,
many
Dr.
people
Natasha.
know you already.
Thank you so much, Dr. Natasha. Thank you, Dr. Hetal, and I see Neil Ganga. Thank you for being here on screen, which is very important. Uh, you know, connecting once in a while virtually and looking at faces, really pumps up, and helps us to do much more in this domain. So I'm a pharmacist. I did my MPharm from Government College of Pharmacy here in Bangalore. And when I was writing my thesis, I got an opportunity to work with SIMS. SIMS is most of you might be knowing it's a drug directory, which most of the doctors and pharmacists refer for understanding drugs, drug interactions, look at advertisements from pharmaceutical companies. So, out of nowhere, this call comes from Sims, and my HOD, he says, Manoj, are you interested in scientific writing? And I said, what is it all about? And I had no clue about scientific writing. I was just working on my thesis at that point of time. So I said, okay, let me just go and try. And he said, even if you don't know, it's perfectly fine. Why don't you go and attend the interview at least, right? So I went for the interview and qualified the first round. They gave me some assignment. I wrote back and submitted, got selected. And long story short, it's been 17 years in this domain now. So I've been primarily handling medical communications all these years. But for the past 8 years, almost, I have been mostly into, digitalization of this, all of this, whatever we do. So I work mostly in pharmaceutical space and the healthcare space where we create solutions for pharma companies and, organizations and doctors, communities. When I say solutions, it is mostly digital solutions. So it can be a small website, it can be a CRM-based website, it can be a ERP. It can be anything to do with digital, basically. You tell me that I want such a such platform, and then it can be done, basically, right? So I have been customizing all of that and trying to implement scientific content wherever possible in this entire area. And when I say in this entire, so it is mostly print, digital, and also the app-based content, right? So wherever we create all these digital domain aspects, there is always a content requirement, right? So since I'm mostly working with the pharmaceutical and healthcare domain, there is always a content creation required in this domain as well. So whether we work in digital, print, or any kind of media, the content requirement always is there. Now, the only challenge here is since the screen changes, the variety changes, so the content also changes accordingly. So in this case, our audience is mostly the digital teams and all of that, and we create content for them. But my role here is to manage all of these teams. So there is a creative team, there is a digital team, there is a app development team, there is a web development team. So I take care of all of this. And it's a very, very interesting journey, I must say, because
Yes.
I see the challenges of the this side of domain also and that side of the domain also. So I'm handling these IT guys who don't understand medicine. And then I'm handling the medical fraternity. When I say medical fraternity, it can be everyone, HCPs and doctors and pharmacists and nurses and everyone. They don't understand technology. So we try to bridge that gap. And it's very, very interesting to say, creating something from scratch, and it really great, feels great. Just implemented a couple of months back a solution for a biologics company. And what they used to do basically, I'll not name the company because it's part of the NDA. So they used to collect all these information from doctors across India. There were about 150 prescribers, top-end prescribers for the company, and they were facing the challenges of compiling data on time, right? So we created a solution for them wherein doctors are able to feed information real time, and real time dashboards get created for the teams here in the medical affairs domain and also for the medical communications team. So it is helping a lot for them where they're able to save about 25, 30 days of time flat, and they're able to provide solutions to the healthcare professionals on real time, which is especially important if you are talking to intensivists and doctors handling severe cases and they need support from the pharma company. So solutions like that, I think, can play a very important role. And medical writers, as such, will definitely play a big role here, wherein we are transcribing all of that information real fast on time, right? So yeah, that's all about me. So from medcoms to scientific to digital, that's been my journey. And
Thank you.
for the past 5 years, I've been conducting all these webinars. So almost 450 of these webinars I've conducted, and all of these sessions are available for free on YouTube for everyone to watch.
Yes.
Yeah. So
In
thank you
future,
so
we are
much.
also recording this session, and it will be available on my YouTube.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
So that you can still go back and connect with these people. You may not remember
Yeah.
each person's name after the webinar.
Sure, sure. One suggestion maybe for all of the backbenchers. I call everyone who's not on camera backbenchers. So all of them, if you could mute yourself or maybe come on cam so that we can see each other, and also let's talk only when let's unmute ourselves when we are talking. It helps others to stay focused. And maybe Dr. Natasha, another suggestion. Since you have the data of all these people who have registered, maybe we can ask their LinkedIn profile links and we can start connecting with each other. That will be a good way to network and learn from each other, right? Thank you so much again. Thank you.
Thank you. Neelganga, you want to go next? Because I see your camera on. Everybody else has to also switch on their cameras so that we can put an face to that name that we have. Yeah, Neelganga, we can't hear you.
My first boss always used to tell me, out of sight is out of mind. When you are on camera, we are visible. We, tend to interact with all of you, right?
Yes.
Neelganga, you need to unmute and then talk. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this event. And I'm just a beginner and a student of Manoj sir. So my entry into medical writing is like, I was always interested in these medical science topics, but neither I'm a doctor nor did I work like for no pharmacy background also. But I used to read a lot of science books. Like apart from my textbooks, I used to read books written by doctors, scientists, and I wanted to write like that. That always inspired me. So I was looking for that perfect career where I can enjoy my passion for science and writing. So last year in 2024, I came across Manoj Kumar sir's courses. So from there, I'm still learning and I'm worked on few freelancing projects. And I'm happy to connect with all of you here. And thank you for organizing this event, Natasha ma'am.
Welcome. Yeah, I see Dr. Atekha Khan's camera switched on. You want to go next, Atekha?
Ma'am, before starting, I want to say something. Sorry for interruption.
Sure.
Yeah, ma'am, actually, I'm also a beginner in this. Since before 3-4 months before, I have done with this course of medical coding and clinical research.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at Atekha's. Yes,
yes,
sorry.
Yes,
yeah,
yes. Yeah, before 3 months, I have done with the course of this medical writing, pharmacovigilance, and clinical trial course. It's an advanced management course. So I got to know about that. Basically, I'm in 8 years in publication house as an editor, scientific writer. So I'm a beginner in this, and I want to see in this career for me. So kindly guide me so where I can join as a fresher or something, if there is anything.
Yeah, we'll come to that. Let's just quickly
Yes,
have a round of introductions, and then we'll definitely
yes,
discuss
please.
about how to start
Yes,
your put your foot
yes,
into medical writing.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Ateka,
Thank you
you
so much, ma'am.
next.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought Ateka Khan
Okay.
had a
Uh,
camera on. That's why I want to ask her if she wants to go next.
Good evening, ma'am, and all. I'm very happy to get this opportunity to see all of you. I'm audible, ma'am.
Yeah, audible and visible.
Uh, yes, it's my clinic hours, so I took very few time. And ma'am, I'm sorry. I was just last year I have started this medical writing course, and being a homeopath, I have experience of 13 years, and I'm very happy with my this homeopathic consultancy. But I want to do something, and I have interest in medical writing, so I have started this. But from since last year, I am uh, searching for work in as a freelancer. But it's very difficult for me to find out the work. But uh, because I'm not aware of how to apply, where where is authentic, I get a daily job post and I am blindly applying all that, but I'm not sure who is authentic, and that's why I'm not getting work since last 1 year. But I have continued to writing for myself and my clinic and NGOs for NGOs. But I still now I have not work on any paid portfolio. Yes,
Projects. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And I was sorry. Uh, I am also stuck in this how to proceed further. And please guide us. And very sorry to say it's my clinic hours, so I cannot continue the meeting also. But ma'am, it's necessary to introduce ourselves. That's why I took some time
Sure,
and
sure, Ateeka. If you are unable to attend the entire meeting, like I mentioned, there will be a recording posted on YouTube. You can go through it, and I'm definitely, I'm very sure that we are not definitely going to discuss how to get into medical writing. That is definitely one thing that we will discuss. Otherwise, I think there's Manoj, there's Hetal, there's me. We all take in new writers, and we keep posting our requirements on LinkedIn quite often. So when you see one of those options, you can apply. Anybody else who wants to go next? I don't see any cameras on. Please switch on your camera and introduce yourself. Yeah, I see a message from Irfan about the YouTube channel name. Once I post it, I'll share this through email to all of you. I have your registration details, so I have your email IDs. I'll share all. Yeah. Anybody else? Yes,
I would
Chris. Hi. Yeah.
yes. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Evelyn. I'm from Bangalore, and I'm a life science postgraduate. And I started my career working for a CRO. So, I was a bioanalyst in BABE studies. So then, after 5 years, I became a mother. So my field deviated into medical legal services. So I've been working for medical legal services for the past 8 years. So then now I feel like I want to get back to the healthcare industry. So I'm in the phase of transitioning into becoming a medical writer, currently pursuing a PG diploma in medical writing. So I just want to get some guidance on how to land a job in medical writing. That's the reason I enrolled for this
BAB is a
webinar.
very niche area, and I think there are many people who would be wanting a BAB writer.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll find an opportunity somewhere.
Okay.
Right. I'm sure Hetal is taking a note of this, right? Regulatory side.
Yeah, so there are a lot of BAB centers here out in Ahmedabad for sure, no, and I know a couple of them in Bangalore as well. So I'm sure with that kind of background, if you willing to, go back to the industry and corporate, there should be some opportunities to get started for sure.
That's
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Who wants to go next? Thank you, Chris. Who wants to go next? Yeah. Yeah, Pallavi. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. I am Dr. Pallavi Pathak. I'm a dentist. I have done my graduation and post graduation. And since then, I've mostly worked in the clinics. But during COVID times, when the clinics were shut, I got to try my hand at medical writing and editing. So I had the chance to work with Cactus Communications for over a year, where I have a research background. I have my own publications, and I have the experience of drafting a manuscript from scratch. I have given a lot of scientific presentations and in various conferences. So I thought to give it a try, and thankfully it turned out good. And so after working for Cactus, I again somehow again got back to clinics. But now that I am a mother, I am looking for opportunities in medical writing or editing again. So finally, last year in October, I left my clinical job, and since then I've been actively searching for jobs on LinkedIn for medical writing and editing. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to connect with people like me or people who are into research and publication. I'm based in Ahmedabad, so thankfully through this channel I got to know about Dr. Hetal, and maybe I can get in touch with her later. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
If
so
we
you're
that
open
should
to
we should
freelance
get in
writing,
touch in Ahmedabad.
yeah.
so
Because otherwise, to tell you to, I mean, everybody would be aware getting a job without contacts is just getting, it's just not possible these days. We are such a overly populous country that talent gets hidden somewhere unless you don't have proper contacts. So,
and that's
yeah,
precisely
so
why we
yesterday,
need, to
yeah, so
network with
yesterday,
more medical communication specialists so that we get, some
exactly.
opportunities.
So,
I mean,
thank
of
you so
course,
much for that.
probably Hetal and I are looking for writers. You people are looking for, people who can support you in
Yeah,
projects,
so
right?
thank you
So
so much. So yesterday
it's
somehow I
a
landed
win-win
up
for
on this.
all of us. Yeah. Yeah,
Somehow
Pallavi,
I
if
just
you're
saw this
open to
post and I just
freelancing,
grabbed this
so
opportunity.
if you're open to freelance projects,
Uh,
do
Actually,
contact
I
me.
would first want to start with a corporate or a company.
Okay.
Okay, so that it is more structured. I have a
Yeah.
having like I do have an idea. I've already worked earlier, but for me, for somebody who has just a few years of experience, I would say that it is better that I start with a corporate, because that
Yeah.
would give me a good start, kind of. And it would also help me, because if I start freelancing now I can, but I think it is going to get very haphazard. First I need to have a structure. I need to understand how this works
Okay.
in a better way. And
Okay.
once I get a hang of it, then maybe freelancing would be an option. But
Okay.
just starting afresh, then if you don't understand what to do and asking for freelance work, then you mess it up. It doesn't work that way. No, it's not right. When
You
I
know,
don't want to market
You know
myself as a
what,
freelancer.
Pallavi? This should be recorded and played multiple times to people who are starting to freelance, being freshers from the colleges
See,
or with 1 to 2 years of experience. While I don't condemn it, but it is a reality check that people need to put on themselves, that as a freelancer, you would be an expert being sought out for. You cannot be in a position when you are still learning out of the freelance
exactly.
opportunity that comes to you. Unfortunately, we do see that happening more often than earlier years, and I'm so glad to hear it from someone like you. this is
No,
this
there
is
is no
really
point.
nice for the
I
evening.
have been on the researching end myself. So I understand if somebody messes up your manuscript and your entire research, it just makes no sense. You have put in your heart and soul to a research, and you have trusted a medical writer or whoever you have trusted to draft your document, and they will mess up, they will not understand what is going on, then what is the point? You know, I
Yeah.
have been at the researcher end myself,
Yeah.
so I understand this.
Yeah, I think it's
I
nice
started
to
out as a
gather
freelance
some
and I have
industry
been a freelance all
experience,
these
some
years.
standard,
Yeah.
experience which is at par with the industry requirements before really of, promoting yourselves or presenting yourself as an independent person, because it
Exactly.
might still work in some cases, but you will fall short of it eventually as you, continue to grow.
Yeah, and then there is no point in creating a bad name for yourself. It is not going to take you anywhere. Rather, accept the fact that you are still learning and, learn and become better, upskill yourself than, talking, boasting about things that you don't know and then messing it
So,
up.
so Pallavi, I have a little different take on that. I've worked as a freelance all my life, and I have had freelancers working with me as subcontractors. And right, they've worked with me, and I've had people who work with me and gone ahead and become really successful in their lives. Uh, I can quote some name, I mean, not names, but some people. There's one who is the Asia Pacific head of medical writing for a company based in Singapore. And there are other people who've gone ahead and become medical writing heads in different, medcom agencies. So it doesn't
But
always.
Natasha, sorry to interrupt you, but it is not presenting the complete picture of yours. You already started with good credentials in writing, isn't it? You won't have started to say, चलो फ्रीलांस करके करके मैं सीखती हूँ. अभी
नहीं,
वो
मेरा तो
approach
वही
is
था.
what we are
No, no.
learning.
I've always I started as a freelance, right? I was just a doctor. I was an MBBS doctor who was with a toddler and didn't know what to do. Had to take care of the child
But
at
did
home.
you not have the flair for writing? Did you not
Flair
have the
for writing,
medical
but
knowledge to go with it?
the flair for
Did
writing.
you not have
Flair
some
for,
publication credentials before you
no.
started?
I didn't have any publication credentials before that. Absolutely
Okay.
none. And I was an MBBS without a thesis, right? If you had done a PG, you would probably have a thesis.
So
So
then you are a rare find.
No, I welcome writers to join in and work under another writer. Probably there are plenty of
Yes, mentoring
people.
and shadowing is right, but also the fact, Natasha, that when you started versus the market and the domain now, in terms of the requirements and the employability and the maturity in writers, which is, expected. Somehow I feel there is an
I
imbalance.
still mentor quite a few writers. In fact, I have interns working with me right now also. Then I not just interns, I
No,
outsource to
same
freelance
here. What
writers.
I'm trying to say is when we started off, the need and the complexity of landscape was different versus what it is now. So while the need was different, the scarcity was different versus now when people want to jumpstart on medical writing without even the right tools in their kitty, that sometimes pains me. You should at least be able to put in the things needed if you do not have any credentials is the point I want to draw
I
home.
think one always learns with every project, right? So
Yes, of course.
whether you start afresh as a freelance or you start with a job, it's yeah, when you're starting with a job, probably for regulatory writing where teamwork is required, that makes sense. But if you are
Yeah.
working on manuscripts or blogs or slide decks, stuff like that, I think you can start off as a freelance
But
writer.
I still feel nowadays the competency check is not adequate. A self check, I would say, is something that one needs to look at whether you are really building in that competency yourself. You might succeed in one or two or three projects moving forward. Somewhere you would get stuck if you're not moving with the right,
Yeah, one
weapons
has to
in.
keep
Yeah.
learning. One has to keep learning always. I mean, whether you are in a company or a freelance, you have to keep
Yeah.
learning always.
Yeah, learning
Okay,
is an
let's move.
ongoing process
We are
for all
not
of
we are
us.
not
We
inviting
have,
others. So
yeah, let's do that. We have Seema on the
Seema, yeah,
camera.
please, Seema, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I just
Dr. Seema, welcome.
Seema,
thank
okay.
you. Okay, so now that Manoj has introduced me as doctor, I must say why he calls me a doctor, because I'm a qualified dentist. Though I haven't practiced for too long, I gave up practicing after 6 years, and I moved to advertising and marketing. And so now that I want to take life easier, I want to try medical writing. So I was a bit alarmed when Dr. Hetal said, no freelancers, and you should join a corporate and this thing. And then I was relieved when Dr. Natasha said, okay, I mean, freelancing is okay, because I would tend to agree with Dr. Natasha, because I think just because freelancers come in without a corporate experience in medical writing, that should not be negative. I mean, cross against their candidature, because they do come in with some experience. And even if they're freshers, I think one can look at their portfolio or do a kind of a filtering exercise before you give them some work.
So
Yes,
I'm
let
okay
me
with
correct myself. I mean, let me clarify myself. I have not come with any corporate background in the first place. I myself only started as a freelancer. The point I wanted to draw home is what Pallavi was trying to say, and she had a conscious recheck on her own self, on her own thing,
Yeah.
that where I need to build in my competency.
Correct.
Of late, we're not seeing that.
I
So
know,
what
I
you're
understand.
mentioning is
I
right.
understand. Yes,
You
yes.
build your portfolio, you showcase your
Correct.
skills, and then start. While
Correct.
you don't have any of it and you want to go gaga about saying, I am now going freelancing quite a few times solely because they have nothing else to do, which is
Correct.
not cutting a good picture for the entire community.
Right.
That's
That
Especially
is
if
the
you're
That's
point I was
absolutely right.
trying to draw home.
especially if
You
you're going
know,
to totally scientific writing and a manuscript and clinical trials. Yes, of course,
exactly.
there
You need to showcase
you have to.
some,
Yes.
some portfolio, some backend to say that you are able to do it is all one would look for, I would
so.
say, when they are
I
investing
have a little
freelancers.
different take on this, Setal. Even if you don't have a portfolio, show me you are capable of writing. I give you a
Yeah,
task,
show
show
me.
me you
That's
are
what I'm
capable of
saying.
writing, and I'm
Show
happy
me.
to take it.
So I'll tell you where I'm coming from. I get a lot of requirements and inquiries almost every 2 weeks, I would say every fortnight, wherein they people come to say we can freelance for this, or if I float a freelance opportunity, and they'll say yes, we are available to freelance. Can you teach us how to do it?
No, that's not that
That is
That's
feasible.
not
where I'm
right. That is
coming
not
from,
We
right.
have
and
a
that is a
project
fact.
to
Every
finish.
single time, and when such things come out, it really turns me off. I
I'm
say,
going to
no, why would I invest or employ a freelancer if he's or she is not even an expert but eligible to do it? So at least have that thing in background, and that's a
Absolutely.
self check everyone has to do, whether
So,
I have or
how
I do
I
not
go
have
about
those.
is a little different. I would probably take in a fresher with no experience at all, guide them, mentor them into
Correct,
Uh,
the world of
correct.
medical
We do
writing.
that too. We have a
And
lot
then
of
I can,
trainee medical writers at Merit, but
right.
I'm speaking about someone who is proposing themselves as a freelancer, specialized for doing something. Then that is where any client would expect that you are able to,
You take the
be
entire.
independent. Yeah, exactly. You
Ma'am,
drive
that
it.
is, ma'am, that is really very good point because freshers are not getting chance. That you are taking a fresher and really give them a training, is it really good? Because I'm
No, but then
also
they have to
trying.
prove their flair for writing. I mean, if you do
Yes,
not have a flair for writing, I think wherever you realize that you don't have that flair, you should go back,
Exactly.
do something else.
yes,
Exactly.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
If you
that's
have a
precisely
flair
the
for
point.
writing, and when I say I'm there to mentor people, I'm not going to correct your grammar and tell you how teach you basic grammar.
No, no,
Right?
no.
That's not something I'm
Seriously.
going to
I
teach.
think quite a few times we end up doing that.
Probably certain
Ma'am,
document
but
types in
see,
certain
Dr.
projects.
Natasha, Dr. Hathel, and everyone here, most of the companies these days, they're not interested to train us, right? Back then, when I joined, there was a manager who was ready to handhold me, train me for the next 6, 7 months, and walk me through all the processes and the structuring
Yeah.
of writing. But today, that does not happen, right? Most of the companies, recently, I was working with a 1,000 crore brand company, and the MD of the company just told me that, Manoj, we are not here to train anyone. We are here to hire trained professionals for, helping us to work from 9 to 5. on the projects that we give it to them.
That's probably
If the
because of the huge volume of work that is coming into the
yeah,
Yeah.
different
But
companies.
somewhere we have to acknowledge the fact that unless we train the new set of professionals, we are going
and
to run out of skills
yeah,
eventually, you know.
so
So
that is where
we
probably
have
Dr.
to
Hathel,
invest.
absolutely, that is where probably Dr. Hathel, Dr. Natasha, all of them are doing a great job training other professionals and
You too,
helping them
Manoj,
come
you
up.
have to,
I'm also doing a little bit
yeah,
of it.
you're
Let
also
me
doing
pitch.
that.
I'm
And
also
early
doing a
morning
little.
sessions.
I feel heartened in current times because from when we started, we really did not have so many
No,
opportunities to
no,
even
no,
learn.
no,
You
no.
I wish, it's a good time to start because you still have avenues, you
Absolutely,
have people to reach
absolutely,
out and speak to and make some place for yourself if you really
Simple thing,
intend to
use
do.
the
absolutely.
hashtag MedComs and just today itself, I think many webinars, many recordings would have been uploaded
Correct.
everywhere
Yeah,
across the world from global leaders in medical writing.
true.
Absolutely.
You could
In
just
fact,
use the
ISMAP
hashtag
is also
MedComs.
hosting a couple of events on their websites, and they've also hosted a lot of free
Available now.
material
Yeah.
today to look for. So this is for everyone if you're interested.
Yep.
ISMPP, International Society for Medical Publication Professionals, is putting out a lot of informative content on their website
I think
for
Peter has
today.
already shared the same, right? Peter might be sharing that.
Oh,
I
no,
just saw
Peter
it
is, it's
somewhere
not with
on.
Peter anymore now. So Peter has, I think, moved out and he's
Yeah,
with something
yeah.
else.
So ISMP has
ISMPP,
taken over. Yeah, yeah.
ISMPP has taken over the
Yes,
responsibility.
yes, yes.
Hmm.
He was mentioning that in one of his posts.
Yeah. Who else wants to go ahead and introduce themselves?
So let's make one rule. Whoever wants to introduce, please switch off the
Or
camera
maybe
once.
just come up with a query like this, which really stirs up any
Yeah,
discussion.
yeah. No, Dr. Ethel, your point was perfectly fine because, see, self-assessment is something which is lacking in today's medical writers. I keep hiring a lot of them, not just for my organization, but also for other companies. And the self-assessment part is mostly lacking. And they straight away come and say, you know what, ChatGPT can help me write anything and everything. And I'm just here to, just modify here and there. That doesn't work in
Yeah,
medical
yeah,
writing,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In fact, I feel, in my personal opinion, AI is distorting, the
Absolutely.
medical writing spectrum from the other end, as in the medcoms bit is being impacted more than it's going towards publication and then
Yeah,
more
yeah,
towards regulatory,
yeah, yeah.
depending on the nature of the deliverables and the regulations alongside it. I feel that this is area, as the medcoms day today, I think it's time that we have ourselves alerted on it, that just because AI is making it simpler does not mean it is making
Yeah,
it
yeah.
better or
No,
right,
no, no, no,
so
no. Yeah.
I think that is a very, in my opinion, that is a little concerning area moving forward.
No, it's very concerning. And another very important point that most of us are forgetting these days is the privacy of the companies where we are working with, right? So I see a lot of even if you hire a freelancer and sign an NDA, they eventually upload this data on ChatGPT and start asking questions which they should not be doing it.
Correct,
Right? So
correct,
there is
very
this
true.
lack of awareness probably. And that is one reason why most of the corporate companies have started, refusing to hire freelancers and give work from home opportunities for such people. And when they hire consultants, they mostly provide their own computers and laptops and start tracking them across.
Yes.
That is one reason why this is happening, right? Because we have
Yeah.
misused the system somewhere.
Thanks, Manoj. Manoj, I see Sudhir Karanam's
Yeah,
video on. Sudhir, would
yeah.
you like to
Yes, ma'am. Good
introduce
evening,
yourself?
ma'am, and good evening, everyone. I know Manoj sir actually. I've seen him LinkedIn many times, and
Okay.
Thank
the
you.
first time I've seen ma'am. I'm actually beginner, means I'm novice. I don't know. Means I have background in pharmacy, and I have worked in drug discovery and drug development for more than 15
Excellent.
years totally. And then I also like writing as such. So previously I used to write, now I stopped long time back. So now I thought maybe whether is it possible for me to start something in medical writing. So I thought this will be a good opportunity for me to see and to listen to everyone's views so that I also get some idea and clarity.
Absolutely. So if you remember
Thank you.
what Dr. Hathel said, self-assessment, number one. Number two, flair for writing.
Yeah.
Number three, research, right? If you have all of these three, then yes, you can get started.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome, Neha. Neha Prasad is here. She has her camera on. Yeah. Neha, come on. Tell me.
Neha, I'm currently located in Chennai pursuing my BTech Biotechnology degree.
Yes.
And this is just my beginning start to medical writing. And I was choosing about regulatory affairs or clinical research writing. I just started off my career in medical writing by starting posting blogs. And I
Okay.
and I got an offer to post free blogs in a website. And I'm just starting, and I just came across Natasha ma'am's LinkedIn internship profile post. So I
Okay.
just joined through that, and
Oh, so you're a complete fresher.
yeah, complete fresher.
Oh, wonderful. And you're a student right now.
Yeah, I'm a student right now.
So, very nice points Neha has raised, and it is something for all of us to take forward
Yes.
from the previous discussion. She realized she is a fresher, and she already started making her own blogs or trying a way to, prove her credentials, her skills in some way while she's getting started. So, this
Yeah,
precisely is the point that, I think all starters we considered when we started, and you are considering the same when all of you get started. It's not going to change. The ABC remains the same, right, before you
absolutely.
really get into anything. And this is the point I was trying to draw home, that it's important that you identify the skills first of all for the job, whether you have it in you or you want to acquire through multiple choices built in your credentials, and then get started. And there's no other
Absolutely.
way of doing it unless you really want to only go for a short way ahead. So,
Yeah,
that is my take on it.
yeah, absolutely. Perfectly well said, Dr. Ether. Yeah.
Yes.
Dr. Natasha, your take.
I agree to that. I would like to see more faces. Why is everybody's
Yeah.
camera switched off?
Maybe people are, you can also post something in the chat if it is really,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we
Yes, please
understand
go ahead
first
and
calls
continue.
are difficult to get on cameras and really start
Amrita.
talking.
Yeah, Amrita, please go ahead. And
Good evening, Dr. Natasha,
good
Manoj
evening.
sir. This is Amrita. I am basically a biotechnology scientist. I have done my PhD and postdoctoral research. And to be honest, towards the end of my postdoctoral research, I did realize that wet lab or the research work doesn't interest me anymore. But I always had interest in writing. The favorite part of my research was manuscripts and publications. But then marriage happened and motherhood. So there was a career break, and now I'm trying to get back. So last year is when I started exploring, like, how can I, still remain in touch with my background and also take my writing somewhere. So that is when I explored medical writing. And to be honest, I'm also a fresher, like many people over here. And of course, Manoj sir's resources have been really helpful. I've been following him for some time now. I've been his student too in a couple of classes. And yeah, so I came upon Dr. Natasha's post, and I really wanted to, again, connect with the people in medical writing to gain insights and, look forward to how can I improve myself to really get placed in this industry. So that's why I'm here. Thank you for this
Thank you.
opportunity.
Excellent.
Thanks, Amrita. Nice to see you. Anybody else who wants to talk? Okay, if you don't want to switch on your camera, it's fine. Please introduce yourselves if you want to.
Yeah.
Paramita Datta, do you want to go next? Dr. Paramita? No? Okay. Jipal Prajapati? Who wants to go next and introduce themselves? Nobody wants to
I think we'll
introduce?
go alphabetically. That's it.
Okay, alphabetically, Amrita has already introduced herself. Asghar Ali.
Asghar, do you want to go next?
So this is a very informal gathering. We are not going to train you or anything today. but we can just have a chit chat discussion on anything that we
Maybe
like.
it's also a good idea if people want to ask something in the chat, and maybe we can pick up those points to
Yeah, yeah,
discuss further, unless we have more questions or thoughts to share.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Let's
I'll
do
go
that.
next. If
I actually have a question, but I was
Yes.
waiting for somebody to introduce themselves. But since nobody's introducing, so yeah, we were discussing about working in a corporate versus as a freelancer. So one of the challenges that I feel that a freelancer might have, and something that I also face, how people who like seniors, I'm asking, how are you breaking the monotony that you have when you have when you are a freelancer, you are on your own. Whole day you are writing, editing, whatever, researching. Okay, there is nobody to even talk to discuss, to anything. So after a certain point, don't you think, it becomes a little monotonous where you feel like, अरे यार कोई होता बात करने को, or somebody to discuss, or something like that. Or so this is what happened with me even while working for a corporate. I had a team of people to help me to, there was a team with me, and still everybody was so busy in their own work that we had no time to, kind of take a break. Or I used to face a lot of burnout because of that. Whole day doing the same thing, editing, writing, researching, this and that. And I used to ask my fellows also that how are you managing this burnout? How are you dealing with that? Because as a writer, somebody who's constantly researching, constantly reading important information, we have to have a fresh mind for every project that we do. So how is it that you are dealing with this burnout or this monotony? What is it that you people are doing that you can share with, people who
Any
are
freelancer
starting
here
off
who
like
would
me?
want to introduce, I mean, who would want to answer that question? Any freelancer here?
No, whether you're a freelancer or a corporate writer, it doesn't matter. I think this
Yeah.
happens with
This
everybody.
happens to everybody.
Yeah. So
So,
what is it that you are doing? Because, 8 to 9 hours or 10 hours a day devoting to just, full focused work is it in itself is very, draining. So how is everybody managing this? I really want to know.
We'll go one by one. Dr. Natasha first, then Dr. Hetal, and then maybe I'll take my call.
okay, so what I do, I used to do, so there are two different situations for me. Earlier, I used to work from home. Off late, I started working from a co-work space, right? So in a co-work space, of course, there are people from different companies. I get up, grab a coffee and talk to somebody else. And that's a break for me, right? But while I was working from home, I would decide, okay, I want to work for 40 minutes today and then take a break. I used to work for 40 minutes, get up, go do my embroidery, go cook or do something else, go meet a friend or just walk out of the house and take a stroll, do something else, and then come back again. That's what has helped me. I think that works well. I mean, and now what I do is because I have a fixed office hours, so I go there. In between, if I have to take a break, I get up and grab a coffee, talk to somebody. If there's nobody else available, if everybody is busy, I just go and talk to the office boy there. I do that. I mean, yeah, it helps.
No, it's a perfect thing. I think even the security wala office,
Yeah,
anybody, we can talk
anybody.
and we can get a lot of
Or just
perspectives.
make a phone call, or just make a phone
Yeah,
call.
yeah,
I
yeah,
call up my mom and talk to her during office hours also. So that's also something that
yeah,
I do.
yeah. Perfect. Dr. Hetal, you want to say?
And then
Yeah, I
there's
think
Hetal I talk to, right? We talk to
yes.
everybody.
Yeah, I think whatever Natasha mentioned is right. And all of us, mostly, even me, I've started working from home all my early years of career. And now we have an office setup, but I still juggle home office and, the proper office kind of setup. But you rightly mentioned, whether it is corporate or you're working individually, now people work remotely as such, in mostly, even in jobs, so you tend to get into silo and you get tend to get into that isolation. So to me, what has helped is to have some side hobby, which you can, take some time out through the day or end of the day, or depending on your schedule what fits into you. That's something you really have to see what breaks the monotony for you. Sometimes switching between within the work, also switching between kind of documents or writings that you are doing is a good way of breaking the monotony. So if you're working on multiple projects, you might just want to switch from a publication to something else, to something slides, or to something else. So that is one way of doing it. And what Natasha mentioned last, calling up and speaking to people, nothing like that. So
Yeah.
you get to speak and
We do
keep
that very
talking to
often.
people.
Then
It's
I
not
get
just
bored, I
about
talk to
our
Hitler.
yeah, not just about medical writing per se. If you see, the work culture has become like that, and knowingly unknowingly we are not realizing we are all getting into our own silos, and it's not a good society that we are getting into. So I strongly feel I hate the chat business. So I really like still picking up the phone and talking to people. Abhi we had started from meeting each other, वो तो खत्म हो गया, phone calls आ गए, phone calls भी बंद हो गया अभी. Now we're only chatting with each other, isn't it? So I think once in a while the personal touch really helps.
I see
Yeah.
Tansia mentioning that she wants to also introduce herself.
Yeah. Please go
Tansia
ahead.
or Tansia? How is
Tansia.
it pronounced?
Tansia.
Tansia. Okay.
It's Tansia.
Tansia.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Dr. Tansia, and good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
And I have completed my MBBS in 2021, and I have been in clinical duty for 2 years. And along the side, I have been writing medical news and latest health news in MedInfo news channel.
Okay.
But now I have and I have been posting LinkedIn articles, reading new research papers and latest health news, and I have been posting along with the clinical duty. But now I have a child, I have a baby, so I wanted to focus my whole career into medical writing, and I have taken a course in diploma in clinical research, and now I am on an internship for medical writing.
Okay.
So I went through your internship program. I have no idea about regulatory medical writing. I am opening. I'm a fresher. I have been writing, but I didn't take any internship or classes or nothing else. I have been writing my own. Now I'm a fresher and I want to make that my whole career.
Okay. Welcome, Dr. Tansia.
Thank
Nice
you.
to know about you. Almost my story, right? MBBS, and then of course you have a clinical duty history. I didn't do anything after my internship. Just jumped into medical writing without knowing that I could make a career out of it. At least you are clear that you want to make a career out of this. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So good to see you, and you are on the right track. Taking an internship is the best thing to do. Getting a mentorship from somebody is really helpful.
Yeah, I have been doing that alone, um, but from reading so much clinical research papers, I think doing an internship is better
Yes, it is
rather
definitely
than doing
better.
alone.
Yeah. I wish we had internships when we started the years. We started, I think, late 90s and 2000s. We didn't have anything as such.
Nothing.
So I wish we had that opportunity. You are lucky you have that. And you can work remotely also. Earlier, if you had to work remotely also, you had to work in the same city.
Oh,
You couldn't be
yeah.
located anywhere else in any other city. Right. So now opportunities are there. Yes. Anybody else who wants to go ahead and introduce themselves?
Dr. Natasha, this is Chandra. So
Hello,
can I
Chandra.
go next?
Yes, yes,
So
please.
yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Manoj. Actually, I've been seeing your posts from long, more than 10 years or 8 years maybe. So I have a common friend with you, Dr. Imran. So I'm really a fan of you for your post, and you really respond to so many issues. So yeah, apart from that, I'm a PhD in pharmacology from National Institute. I have around 8 years of experience in scientific writing, includes regulatory as well as publication writing. I'm working with an MNC. I'm unable to open my camera because I'm feeding my baby. So Actually, I echo with you, Dr. Natasha. So actually, all things you have mentioned, I'm already following. So like as a freelancer, as a corporate employee as well, we have to work in work from environment as well. So we need to have some kind of hobby, drinking tea or coffee or speaking to people and like juggling with other different types of deliverables. So it's like a mix of everything to be imbibing into medical scientific writing. So thank you so much for conducting this type of informal connect. So this will be definitely encourage all the new people as well as existing people in scientific writing. So I would like to thank you everyone. But I just have one question here. So are there any instances where AI tools are being used for peer review or something, or any kind of such activities? Are there any relevant tools? Please let us know. Yeah,
So
but
for peer review or reviewing documents internally? Peer review as in journal peer review? Is that what
journal peer review also, I heard that there are tools being used, but I didn't know much about it. So I just wanted to understand, like, are there any approved or any informal kind of tools are being used for review
journal
process?
peer review, I mean, at least for the journals that I peer review for, I mean, most of them are Scopus and Medline indexed. They
Okay.
ask us to, mention that we will not be using any AI tools
Okay.
to
Yep.
review the document. So we have to sign and agree. I mean,
agreement. Yeah.
Not sign, just check.
Like yeah, it is definitely, it's a confidential information when we get something for review. So I understand.
So not to put it on any AI tool. But
Yep.
I think internally they may be using some tools.
Internally, yes.
Yeah, internally the editorial team may be using some
Yes.
AI tool.
Maybe compliance, like all the related things are formatting or some kind of like concert chart. Maybe all the things are
So
included.
there are AI tools. Otherwise, how would when you submit a document, submit a journal article, immediately you get a response whether it is technically correct or not, and it needs any technical modifications, word count or anything.
Yeah, that is anyway there. Yeah,
characters in the title, because there is something which is reading it and giving that input, right?
Yeah. So Dr. Natasha, yeah, go ahead, please.
Sorry for interruption. I'm in a publication house since 8 years. That is the job of a reviewer or editorial team, that part, that reviewer part, which you are talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about the peer review, journal peer review.
Yes. So in that case, you can't do any that thing, na? Any database is not used, ma'am.
Not about data analysis.
Not about data analysis.
Not about data analysis. The data is there in the paper, right? So when you put the paper, before it is published, when you put it on a freely available AI tool, then you are making it public actually, because the AI tool learns
if there is any AI tool is already there. Okay, fine. Okay.
Internally, teams may have, I think, larger publication houses might have some internal tools, but I'm not aware of those.
In pharmaceutical companies, they do have internal tools. Most of the companies have started developing internal tools. For example, Novartis, if you say, they have started developing and then
end-to-end
yes.
Mendeley, Zotero, that is.
Those are reference.
Zotero is reference software. Yeah.
As AI tools.
Zotero is reference software, I think.
Those are
it's a reference
software. Those
management
are
tool.
not AI tools.
Yeah. Yes, Shivani wants to go next. Is it Dr. Shivani? You are welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, please.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I cannot come on cam. I'm feeding my baby right now. So I am an endodontist by profession. So I just had a doubt of, whether I'll be able to do the clinical practice now because I have baby to take care. So I thought of other opportunities, like what a dentist with the knowledge, with the dental and medical knowledge which I have, in what way can I help from basically like a remote job. So that's how I came across this medical writing. Basically, I started with some of these internship programs, which was given by Henry Harvin. Back then, I didn't know that they were only focusing on regulatory writing. So now I came to know that, okay, for that, I have to mostly be on, on-site job works. I don't know if there are any offline works available right now for that,
For
for those
regulatory, no.
areas.
For regulatory,
Yeah,
no.
yes. So I feel that okay, now that is also crossed. I mean, I just have to, cannot do that right now. So I thought, okay, maybe something like writing blogs or something which is like what Dr. Natasha ma'am has come up today with medical communication. So I'm just trying to figure it out. I have absolutely no clue of how things
So,
are going to work.
Shivani, I think you would be a good candidate to work on manuscripts. You have the educational background plus a background knowledge of how, I mean, the ethics and everything that has been taught in the Henry Harvin course also, I believe, right? They might be
Yes,
having the entirely the same thing. I mean, it's just that you're preparing different kinds of documents. The document
yes.
structure may be different,
Yeah,
but whatever you've learned in the regulatory writing course, you can definitely put that into practice in writing manuscripts or writing scientific reports,
Case studies, publications, and all of that.
summarizing articles, those kinds of things, rather than working on blogs.
Okay, so I'm looking out
Because
for
yes,
some
blogs is something that I would say blogs keep you actually in the creative bent of mind, and you actually write better if you write blogs, right?
Yes, no, I actually remember, ma'am, that you had put up one post regarding internship program. I think
Yeah.
back it was in summer. You were particularly looking for a medical intern.
Yes.
And I, being a dental, I had also pitched you for regarding the opportunity. But the only thing which actually makes me feel that okay, blog writing is good because you actually like my work. So I actually got a thumbs up from your side saying, okay, your blogs are working. So I got it like, okay, I think my blogs might work. So that's why I'm thinking in that sense right now.
Sadly, what happened that time was I was looking for just 2 interns this summer, and I got over 100 applications. So I couldn't take in everybody. But if you still want to do an internship with me, welcome. Just write to me again, because I'll be, I mean, this internship program would be over by 30th, the one that's
Okay,
continuing right now. We can
okay, ma'am.
discuss if there's something that we can do together.
Okay, ma'am. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much for conducting this program, ma'am. It's really helpful for freshers like us, where we have actually no clue of how to start, where to start, what to do. So I'm really thankful to all the people, to you, to Dr. Hetal, to Dr. Manoj. Manoj, sir, I am always following your YouTube videos. You are
Thank you.
literally helping us. Literally, they are helping us a lot in that way. Thank you so much, all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shivani. Thank you.
Sorry, I will have to log off as much as I'm liking this conversation to go on, Natasha. So please excuse me, but thank you so much
Yeah, sure,
for
sure.
putting
Thank you
this
for being
together,
here.
and lovely meeting everyone here.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Dr.
Good
Hetal.
night.
Thank you. Thank you
Lovely
so
having
much.
you here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
I know we can continue for hours together, but it's entirely up to you if you want to continue for a few more minutes or you want to log off, because we are past 8:30 already.
Yeah.
So if you want to if you have a few questions you want to discuss, Manoj and I are happy to help you. Manoj, do
Absolutely.
you have a hard stop?
No, no problem. I can continue for some more time. We'll take up some questions, Dr. Natasha.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Are there
Uh,
any questions in the chat box that
yes,
we
I would read out for you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So there is this question from Jeepal. It says, myself, Dr. Jeepal Prajapati, working as assistant professor in anesthesiology in Ahmedabad, writing thesis and research articles. Writing thesis and research articles dragged my curiosity towards medical writing. So yeah, excellent. So he's introducing. Welcome, Dr. Jeepal. Thank you.
Welcome.
Then there is this question from Mr. Sudhir. He says, I have one query. If we would like to enter into this profession mainly as a freelancer, how and where we can start it? So yes, Dr. Natasha, this is something that you would like to answer.
Whose question was that?
Sudhir
Yeah,
Karannam.
Sudhir, do you have any experience with writing, or are you starting afresh?
I have only asked that question, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you starting totally fresh? Because you talked about freelancing. Are you starting completely fresh, or
The
do you have
medical
some?
writing as such profession, it will be fresh. Like I have experience in writing. I have written previously some blogs and I have written publications and my
Publications you've written, right?
yes,
I'm not asking about medical writing as a career, but do you
yes,
have
yes,
any experience with
yes, ma'am. I have
writing
experience. Yes,
publication?
yes.
Okay, wonderful. For a start, you may want to just email me your CV and we can
Okay,
discuss.
sure. Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So another question is thank you, Mr. Sudhir,
Thank
and
you,
thank
Sudhir.
you, Dr. Natasha. Next question is from Asgar, first year BHMS student, a passionate fresher exploring and learning, currently writing blogs on Medium, LinkedIn, sharing insights as I
He's a
grow.
first
Okay.
year student, he mentioned, right?
First year BHMS.
Okay, wonderful.
Perfect.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
this N2, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Okay. So
Asgar, you are writing blogs on LinkedIn, you mentioned,
LinkedIn and Medium.
and Medium. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So good. There is another one
I'm
from
putting my email ID here. Asgar, can you send me a link to your
blogs.
blogs, because I'm always looking out for people who can work on different kinds of documents, not only publications.
Yeah.
Yeah, for publications, definitely we want people who have some experience
Experience.
having written
Yes.
publications.
Absolutely. We'll take one more. This is from Dr. Lekhana. I'm Lekhana, a PharmD intern currently based in Bangalore. Apologies for not keeping my camera off. I'm traveling at the moment. I discovered the field of medical writing about a year ago, and since then I'm working on upskilling myself. Now I
I
feel
think
confident
Lekhna
in.
did speak, right? I think the chat was before she spoke.
All right, okay, I'm not
I
sure.
think Lekhna did speak.
Okay, so she wanted to have a few tricks on to bag the freelance gigs.
Sorry?
She wanted to have some tricks on how to get freelance opportunities.
I would say just keep applying to any freelance calls that you see on LinkedIn, any freelance calls that you want to do, not just anything, but anything that you want to do, keep applying. Uh, I had a writer with me who we chose. She told me that, we chose her and we worked with her for years together. And it seems she had already applied, sent out emails, blind emails to different medcom agencies, different medical writers. And then, one fine day she sent an email to us, and I interviewed her, I saw her work, and then I mentored her, and I found, yeah, she's good. She's doing well now. She's on her own freelancing. I think Manoj
Great.
knows who I'm talking about. Yeah.
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 Great. Great. Thank you, Dr. Natasha. So there is another question from Dr. Amrita. I have a query regarding portfolio creation. What and how many pieces would you recommend if I want to get into medcoms?
How many pieces depends on what you want to, write.
Yeah.
If you're writing blogs, maybe 2, 3 blogs on different
Yeah.
style with different styles, not the same style for all the blogs.
Different
2, 3
formats, yes.
different formats. If you talk about publications, maybe one review article or one case report should be sufficient. That gives
Yeah.
a seasoned writer an idea about whether we could do a publication article or not.
Yeah. So, I'll add few points here. I've been into medcoms most of my life, and medcoms is not just one type of writing. It
Also
includes
slides. You could prepare slides also.
yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I was coming to that. So medcoms is so many different types of content writing that happens. It has slide decks. It has posters. It has leaflets. It has visual aids. It has e-detailers. It has even video scripts. These days we write for social media content. We write for blogs. We write for mobile apps. We write for websites. The list is endless. There are over 30, 35 different varieties of types of content we write in medcoms. So the more exhaustive your portfolio list is, the better it is for you because you are able to showcase your work, in a larger scape, right? And the reviewers can then understand the variety of your content writing skills,
Yes.
right? So that's all about. There is no limit on that, especially when it comes to medcoms. But as Dr. Natasha said, when it comes to publications, you can have all the varieties of publications there. To
Yeah.
start with, at least publish your own work. That's very important,
Yeah.
right? All right. There's this.
Can I,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please go
can I
ahead.
ask one question?
I can't hear.
Uh,
Go ahead, please.
I really don't know if this is a good place to ask this.
So please go ahead.
I am really on scientific writing, like medical communication, but I want to improve my regulatory writings. So I want some advice. Where should I work, or what should I do to improve my regulatory writing? Because I have no experience in that. Zero experience, in fact.
So you missed asking the right person. So Hetal is the right person. Connect with her. Ask her about regulatory writing.
Okay.
Right. Manoj, anything else that you would want to add here?
Ma'am, I have a little reservation when it comes to regulatory because I
Yes.
come from pharmacy background. That's number one. Number two, since I also have been part of regulatory teams, what I have seen most often when it comes to regulatory is the pharmaceutical domain, they prefer to have people from regulatory background. Because in pharmacy, we have 2 years specialization course in regulatory affairs, and most of the pharmaceutical companies would go and prefer them. Now, having said that, it is difficult. Is it difficult for others to get into? Absolutely not. As long as you have experience and expertise, you can definitely get into regulatory. And probably regulatory is one of the easiest subject to learn, right? Because it's all templatized. It has a lot of options, a lot of resources available, and most of the regulatory documents are freely available on all the regulatory websites. Like for example, FDA, you have EMA, all these different, right? You have CDS, and I had done a couple of sessions on regulatory affairs, how to get into regulatory affairs. So if you have not watched them, I suggest please do watch them because they are these experts from industry who have come spoken and how to get into regulatory affairs, and they've detailed in a step-by-step manner. They've explained how to learn regulatory affairs. Okay, I hope that helps. Right. So yeah, so that's it. There are no other questions or inputs in the chat, ma'am.
I think there is one. Just a minute.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Please go for it.
Yeah. Ma'am, actually, I just want to start my career in medical writing. How can I start, ma'am? Because I'm trying, I'm already in publishing, I have my own research papers, but I'm applying, but how can I do, ma'am? I really want to switch in this career, ma'am.
So that's what we discussed all this while, Soma. How to get
Yes.
into medical writing, right?
Yeah, that I know, ma'am. But if you have any opportunity, then tell me, ma'am. If you want, if you are taking, see, just Manoj sir, and you are taking fresher.
So yes, we are I mean, I don't know about Manoj, but yes, I'm happy to take in freshers. But then, like I mentioned, I'm not I don't run a company. I am currently on my own as a freelance writer. So whenever I have project, I reach out to people. There is,
absolutely.
I mean, I'll just share a link so that if you want, you can fill up that form. And whenever I have a requirement, I reach out to people on my freelance panel, and then that's how I not each kind of project can be for everybody, right? So I have to choose who fits where, right? The issue is I always oversee the project. That's why I don't take on too many projects at one go. So I'm not the right person if you're looking at a continuous flow of projects.
Okay, ma'am. So what about Manoj? So what about Manoj sir? Is there any chance?
Soma, see, I am, as I said, right, I'm mostly into digital side of medical communications where I take care of the tech part. So I don't
Okay.
write myself, but I have teams and people who support me in content writing. And
Okay.
currently, as of now, we are looking for people with 5+ years of experience. But then, yes, that we also look out for freshers at times. Please look
Okay.
out for,
Okay.
if you're following me on LinkedIn, I keep posting a lot of opportunities there.
Okay.
Uh,
Sir,
so
kindly send your LinkedIn profile in chat box so that I can follow you.
Even a
yeah, sure.
hashtag there, Soma. He's mentioned a hashtag in the.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've
Okay.
already mentioned. If you search my name, probably you'll find it. But let's,
Okay.
if you want, I'll
Yes. Yes. Yes,
share
sir.
that
Yes.
profile link as well.
So, sir, is there anything? Then let me know, sir,
I keep
please.
posting. I keep posting a lot of opportunities because sometimes my friends' organizations or my connections organizations also hire. So if you just
Okay.
follow some of my posts, you'll get an idea of what kind of content I post, right?
Okay. Okay, sir.
These are
Okay.
mostly on medical content writing only these days. Yeah, I've just
Okay.
shared my link in the chat box. Yes,
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
please. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome. Asgar, are you working on some projects? I see a lot of medical writing related blogs on your LinkedIn post. Asgar,
Not sure if he's here.
not sure. I know he's
Yeah,
there.
he's here. He's here. I can see him in the chat. In
Yes, I
the
can see him there.
in the call.
I just
Yes.
checked his LinkedIn profile. He's putting in a lot of posts related to medical writing. So I was wondering with the infographics and all.
Yeah.
So I was wondering whether he's doing something in medical writing already.
Not sure.
He mentioned he was a student, right? Not sure. Okay, anyway, I'll connect with him later and see. Homeopathy student, yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, in any case, I've shared the form for internships and freelancing opportunities. The link I've shared there. So anybody who wants to be empaneled on my freelance panel can do so. And if I have a project, I'll contact you.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I think, yes, that's it. Oh,
I think that should be it. We've already run more than 15 minutes past our
yes,
time.
ma'am.
Yeah, there are a few chats. Okay, these are your.
Yeah. So that's all, ma'am. Then we don't have any questions here. Chat
Neha had a
says.
question. Neha Prasad had a question. I would like to know how to start, whether posting blogs, articles, attending various courses would suffice. Furthermore, it would be great if we can share our LinkedIn profiles. Okay, we've already shared our
I
LinkedIn
shared that,
profile.
yes. And the recording also will be available. Dr. Natasha will send to all of you. So please watch it again if you want. And
Ma'am and
yes,
sir, for disturbing. Yeah, very sorry for interrupting. Actually, I had one question. Uh, I aim to get. I aim for the role of medical advisor, for which I got suggestion that I should be strong in medical writing. So I wanted your suggestion in which aspect of medical writing. Is it the blog side or regulatory writing side in which I should be strong so that I have a strong resume to be a medical advisor.
all right, Dr. Natasha, you want to say
Medical
respond to
advisory
this?
roles, I
No?
cannot.
Okay. Maybe I'll share based on what I know. So, Lekhna, I would like to know what is the area of your expertise?
Sir, I have publications, sir. Also, I have
Your
published
area
in
of expertise. What is your
a farm.
educational background?
Yes, sir. I'm a PharmD intern, sir, based in
PharmD.
Bangalore.
Okay. In PharmD, what is your area of expertise?
Pharmacology, sir.
Pharmacology. All right. So in you know how medical affairs works, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So medical affairs mostly oversees all the medical communications content that goes to the field through medical representatives and also through the medical science liaison officers, right? Medical
Yes, sir.
affairs is the team that takes care of all of this. The final approval happens through the medical affairs team.
Yes,
And
sir.
when I say final approval happens through the medical affairs team, the head is always a MBBS MD pharmacology professional. Always. Okay. In some cases, you may find PharmDs handling this, mostly as the junior level positions, but then later on, as they gain a lot of experience, they also head these units, right? Now, depending on what is your area of expertise, let's say diabetology, cardiology, nephrology, right? I know a PharmD, she's an oncology specialist. So you can handle those departments in medical affairs. It is not about writing blog, it is about therapy area because medical affairs professionals oversee a lot of different types of inputs. For example, you might be seeing a slide deck for a doctor, you might be looking at a blog, you might be looking at a product monograph, you might be looking at a e-detailer, you might be looking at a visual aid, you might be looking at all of this. In addition to the content, you'll also be ensuring that all this content complies with the regulatory. When I say regulatory, whenever we write content, it goes to doctors. Doctors read this, they prescribe content, they prescribe medicines. You know, every content that goes from medical affairs has a potential to change the prescribing behavior of doctors, right? So your expertise lies in the therapy area. Don't worry about the inputs. Don't ever worry about the type of content. Focus on the therapy area. If you're expert in therapy areas, then you can write any type of content within the medical affairs. I hope that
Okay,
I
sir.
answered.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. All right. We don't have any other questions, ma'am, and your form is also sent in the chat box. I hope it was a interesting
Yes.
one for all of them.
Thank you.
Personally, it
Thank
was
you.
definitely a good one for me. Thank you so much for organizing this. And
Thank
yes,
Okay, I'm happy it was of help to people. Actually, till last week, I was not sure how I wanted to go about. I mean, what event do I do for MedComs Day? I had been thinking of many different things, maybe create some videos or maybe have you know, blog or something on medcoms or something else, maybe a training session. But then I thought maybe this is the best thing we could do. Just
yeah,
open up and have a free to all, informal gathering where people can ask questions that they have.
yeah.
I'm happy it's been helpful to people.
It definitely helps because when I used to do LinkedIn audio monthly once, I realized that there are so many questions that people used to ask.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I had to stop that because of time constraint. But definitely, these kind of sessions are, refreshing for me personally, and definitely it helps a lot of queries to be answered live. All right. So maybe we should plan more often these kind of sessions. That's my suggestion. We'll see
Sure.
how we can
Thank
do
you.
it. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Dr. Mudra.
everybody.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for being here. Good night.